One of the most important things that I recognized as I began studying Mr. Hogan's swing and Mr. Trevino and many other of the very best ball strikers in the world was I started to notice a position where the club would be riding along the right forearm just before they released the club head. And it's a really shallow position. I had always been much higher, much more of a chop type of swing. But I really didn't understand why this Shangri-La position was so important or how we got there. But I think a better way to look at it is to talk about the importance of the shaft plane and the shoulder plane. The plane is constantly shifting, so it's really hard to discuss a three-dimensional or four-dimensional swing in terms of two dimensions. But when we talk about the plane that we first start off with that we can measure is the shaft plane. That is how the shaft and the club is sitting at address. So to me, when I see that club riding along the forearm, that is telling me that the club is back on the shaft plane. My shaft plane, when I was a much worse golfer, would come into the ball higher than it was at address because of my chop style swing. So I really wanted to be able to get that club back on the shaft plane. And that's what the Shangri-La position is basically telling us, is how effective are you at returning the club to the plane that you established for the club at address. Basically, there are two planes in the golf swing. There's the shaft plane, and then there's the shoulder plane. The concept that really helped me to understand these two planes that I'm talking about is basically this. When the elbow is connected to the body, the club is essentially on that shaft plane. But as soon as the elbow leaves the body, that is what allows us to reach for more leverage and get up to the shoulder plane, which is obviously going to allow us to create more speed and hit the ball farther. So I work a great deal on the shaft plane when I'm working on half swings. I feel like I should be able to create a good amount of speed while that right elbow is still connected. And if I can do that, then I'm going to have the club in that Shangri-La position. I really encourage you to go check out myswingevolution.com, and that's where I have my video, The Hogan Code, where I talk about my journey to learn to swing like Mr. Hogan and all the fruits and benefits that it brought to my life. So hit them long and hit them straight.